like it was really hard to share the news at first, just because it's not just devastating for us, right? It is devastating for our families that also are getting this news and have to react to their lives changing. And so it took us a while to share more broadly, just because we were still wrapping our heads around the news. And then for me, like CFC International has been a great resource for information, but early on it was too much, honestly, for me. And so what worked more for me was finding other moms and other families that understood medically complex children and rare disease, but not necessarily like CFC directly. Because it was way too easy for us to correlate like if this kid with CFC has this, then Caden's gonna have this, right? And I would go down this rabbit hole. Like again, early on, I remember scouring like the Facebook page looking for good outcomes. And like that's not healthy either, right? And so like removing myself, I think, from that for a while, I think I'm finally at a better place where like I want to go to the international conference and learn more. But early on, like I wasn't ready. So I will say like everybody's different though. And so that's why like that's what worked for me was finding other moms who understood in some capacity but not the direct capacity, and then just family, friends. There are a lot of support group resources online that I use, like there's a medically complex one through Sharewell. Courageous Parents Network obviously has all their videos. But I think again it's kind of different for everybody, but that's some of the stuff that worked for me, helped me get through it.
When I look at how did I find community after kind of understanding diagnosis and that life would be different for me was very different than Marin's perspective. Marin is a person that drives headfirst into I want to find out exactly what's going on. So she jumped into research and communities and all these different things, which was really great. Took me a little longer to process that piece of it, where I think early on I didn't want to know everything immediately. I wanted to know enough to be involved in clinical conversation, enough to kind of look ahead for what can I do to help. But ultimately, it was friends, it was family.